boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Perry. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's French. Got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The quarterback had no shot on that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air, working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Maryland! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Could be an alley. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's French. Snags it over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires and picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Running inside, it's Williams. There he goes. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Webb. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Tripped up for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The run inside. It's Perry. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's French. Good timing on the quick out. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
As a defense, you get so excited.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Maryland uses its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half.
Number 31, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got a man, it's Webb. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
To the air, it's Washington. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Looking downfield on first down. throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Webb. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. At the 35, he's loose. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Running inside. It's Perry. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And the defense was not fooled on that 3rd down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Lot of room to the right. To the house. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the right. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Motion from the back. Gonna run it. It's Dalton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To throw, it's Washington. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Sends it back in motion. Trying to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
35, Cincinnati, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 15 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Owls able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go right back to him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week, and talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown.
14.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wants to throw. It's French. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That's caught. It's Durham. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Williams. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hands it off on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Downfield, it's French. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Break. We've reached a break. It's Maryland with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give is to Williams. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and then that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
To the air, it's Washington. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
Coming out with it, it's Payne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Running inside, it's Perry. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Henry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Perry. Ran through the contact. Finding some room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, it was a good run, right? You had the 1st down. You knew you had the 1st down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts, fighting for extra yards, and that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stumbled to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Looking down the middle. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field...
Got a little grass. Delivers the stiff arm. Bulldozes his way through. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Getting set for the point after. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That keeps the score. Maryland 58, Cincinnati 20.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give is to Williams. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.